your favorite entrepreneur, George Hernandez, coming at you live, and I'm just so excited because I'm about to share part of my story with you. And I got chills. As you can see, I got chills because this is by divine order that I share this for you. This is not for everybody. So if you have not been through a trial and tribulation, if you have not suffered, if you have not been stressed out, if you have not been broke, if you have not suffered at all in this life, please stop watching this video. Please, it is in your best interest to just turn it off right now and keep about your day. However, if you ever struggle, if you have ever been stressed, if you've ever been broke, underpaid, if your name has been dragged to the dirt and you just picked it up and you cleaned it up, then this is the video for you because you are worth it and you deserve it. So here's what I want you to do. If you find yourself with your back against the wall, I want you to repeat the following words because these are the words that have helped me. First and foremost, I learned these words when I was in military school. I was going through training for military police, and they put us through a lot of intense training. That's another thing. I went to military school, so every single morning we were up at 5, from 5 to 7, we were working out. Then we went out to the studios, and afterwards I was doing extracurricular activities like military police, the artillery, and all these things. They were just very hard, and a lot of people said, hey, you guys were being hazed and things like this. Now, by no means was I ever hazed. I was properly trained so that I can deal with the things that life was going to be thrown at me. So nowhere in time was I ever a victim because it's about perception. You see what I'm saying? It's about how you perceive things. Even though somebody might be an aggressor, you can choose to be a victim or you can choose to be victorious. But let me share this with you. All right, so the name of the poem is Invictus. I need you to look it up. Out of the night that covers me, black like the pose from Pose, I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced, nor cried out loud. Under the bloodiness of chance, my head is bloody, but I'm bowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears, looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters now how straight the gate, how charged with punishment is scroll. I am the master of my faith. I am the captain of my soul. So remember that. You are the master of the faith. You are the captain of your soul. So why am I sharing this with you? Because some of you out there are going through a situation and you're allowing that situation to intoxicate you. You're allowing that situation to penetrate and immerse you. You're allowing that situation to define you as opposed to you being defined by the situation. Are you hearing me? Are you listening? Now, there's a lot of people in history, a lot of great people in history that face trials and tribulations. A lot of them, like this guy right here, were put in jail. Woo! Were thrown in the dungeon. Were cast away and isolated from the people. Wow! Because this was the time where God was using it. So again, I'm reading here an insert from How High Would You Climb by, of course, yours truly, John Maxwell. How High Would You Climb by John Maxwell. Again, powerful book. So attitude determines altitude. So here our attitude can turn our blessings or our problems into blessings. Here's check this out. In Awake My Heart, my friend Jason Baxter writes, what is the difference between an obstacle and an opportunity? Our attitude towards it. Every opportunity has a difficulty, and every difficulty has an opportunity. Ooh, did you hear that? Every opportunity has a difficulty, and every difficulty has an opportunity. Ooh! When confronted with a difficult situation, a person with an outstanding attitude makes the best of it while he gets the worst of it. Life can be likened to a grindstone. Whether it grinds you down or polishes you depends on what you make of it. When God wants to educate a man, he does not send him to the school of graces, but to the school of necessities. Ooh, are you hearing this? Through the pit of the dungeon, Joseph came to the throne. Moses tended sheep in the desert before God called him to service. Peter, humble and broken in his denial of Christ, heeded the command to feed my sheep. Great leaders, I'm getting chills, great leaders emerge when crises occur in the lives of people who achieve terrible troubles, force them to rise above the commonplace. Not only do they find the answer, but they discover a tremendous power within themselves. Like the groundswell far in the ocean, this forthwith explodes into a mighty wave when circumstances seem to overcome. Then out of steps the athlete, the author, the statesman, the scientist, or the businessman. He comes forth, rising, shining, glimmering armor. Wow. Wow. Davidson said, there is plenty of security in the cemetery. I long for opportunity. So again, if you're going to a trial and tribulation right now, just know that you are being battle tested. Right now, you're trying to see what you're made of. What are you made of? Ooh, you're not listening to this. So myself, I spent 5 years in jail. 5 years in jail. 1.5 of those years, I was in isolation. What is called solitary confinement. Are you hearing me? I was in there due to a fight. I was very aggressive. A lot of you that grew up with me know what type of character I had. I'm a humble dude. I'm real humble, but don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me because I will fuck with you back. You guys know that. Capricorn, loyal as it comes, humble as it comes. But when it's about my business, I'm about my business. Right now, there's a problem. There's a problem about it. Too many of you out there making too many excuses for the things that you're not doing and do not have. Ain't shit free in this world. Ain't nothing gonna be given to you. Nobody's gonna bring it to you on a silver platter. No, you gotta go out there and get it. And if you're broke, good. Stay broke or do something about it. If you're walking, good. Stay walking or do something about it. If you're stressed out, good. Stay stressed out or do something about it. If you say I'm fucked up, well, good. Stay fucked up or do something about it. What you gonna do? Again, your attitude will determine your altitude. So what did I do when I was incarcerated? Did I get pissed off? No, because I saw that the reciprocation of being pissed off was more charges or more time in isolation. No, don't be silly. No. So did I get sad? Oh, poor me. Why am I in jail? Did I get depressed and try to kill myself like some people out there that are incarcerated are doing it right? No. No, I took that time to forge myself, to turn myself into a beast. A beast. A lot of you say, man, how does that man do it? How does he do it? I pay the cost. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. That's it. God took me. Boom. What he says, when God wants to educate a man, he does not send him to the school of graces, but to the school of necessities. Ooh, how are you facing the trial and tribulation in your life? Are you allowing that stone to sharpen you and turn you into a double-edged sword? So you can say, come fuck with me. I dare you. Or are you turning into, oh, I'm being grounded down. Oh my God. Please don't mess with me. The choice is always yours. So again, I'm just excited because I'm battle tested. I'm proven. And I'm right here standing before you, ready to go, ready to run. Because I'm a soldier, baby. Not only am I a soldier, but if you look at the history, I was the motherfucking colonel of the tank. Whoo, battle tested. Battle tested. Come on, battalion commander in high school. Look it up. When I was incarcerated, I was the imam. Come on, I was leading people. Come on. God did that. I didn't do that. Now here we are in the world, and here we are 5 years later. 5 years later, I was locked up to 2011. I was just released 5 years ago. And now here we are. What we have? We own Ideal Cuts and Tabs. We have an incredible, outstanding program with Radio Vive Broadcasting Studios that's worldwide. Are you hearing me? Not only that, but we have been in the room with millionaires currently running with 2 millionaires that are mentoring me, my mind. I mean, think about this again. When God wants to educate a man, he sends him to the school of necessity. Once he turns into the man he's supposed to be, he's what? What happens to kings? He said they send them counsel. They have to say what? Let me talk to my advisor. Let me talk to my advisor. Do you have any advisors? Do you have any mentors? Ooh, now you see why you're struggling. Now, don't look at my walk because I still have to grow. I still have to be sharpened. I have to know that my attitude is in the right place. So again, I'm excited Because right now, you have no excuses. Because you know that this guy right here 5 years ago wasn't even in this world. 5 years ago, I was locked up. 5 years ago, I was doing time. 5 years ago, I didn't even know about Ideal Cuts and Tats. I didn't know about Radio Vive. I didn't know that I would be impacting you right now. I didn't know that. But here I am because I got to share my story. It has been by divine decree that I have to share my story, because as my name was dragged through the mud, as I'm going through the mud, I'm leaving footprints. So some of you right now are going through that mud. Some of you don't know how you're going to get out. Follow my footprints. Follow them. Attitude determines altitude. Do not allow the enemy in your head. Do not be intoxicated by the situation. Do not allow the situation to control and dictate your life or your thoughts, because you don't do good thoughts when you're down here. You do great thoughts when you're up here. So whatever the situation may be, just turn it upside down. Because if you notice, the only difference between this peak and this peak is how you see it. So if you find yourself right here at the lowest of the lows, say, no, I refuse to be down there, for I am up here. Perception. So again, how will you react to the situation? Are you going to allow the situation to dictate where you're going? Or are you going to dictate the situation? Are you going to look at opportunity and say, oh my God, be afraid of it? Or are you going to look at opportunity and embrace it? I'm excited because for the very first time I share my story with you. And you know why I have no excuses. Battle proven. I'm built for this. Are you? Or are you been built for it? What are you built for? How much would you tolerate? What's your threshold? When will you give up? Because for me, my head is bloody, but I'm bowed. I stand tall. I stand strong. Even when you see me walking down the street, you see me walking. You don't see me down. You see me walking with a smile. You're always going to see me with a smile, because this guy is battle tested. This guy got a positive attitude. This guy knows that he has blessings coming to him, and I receive them. Oh, I receive it. What do you know about yourself? What do you know? This is your favorite entrepreneur, George Hernandez, director with Total Life Changers, airtime broker with Radio Vive, and the best haircut tattoo artist, body piercer you will ever meet, because I do my stuff from the heart. What I got is passion. What I have is love. What I got is what I give, my all. What are you willing to give? I'm down like 4 flat tires for you. If you're down for like 4 flat tires for yourself. You heard me right. I'm down like 4 flat tires for you. If you're down like 4 flat tires for yourself. Give me a call, 773-606-5751. Again, only looking for those individuals that are battle tested, that have proven, and they're standing top and saying, you can't defeat me. You can't defeat me. Deuces to excuses. Stop making them and start producing results. I'm just saying.